More than 400 years ago, the area that we now know as the United States was home to millions of indigenous people. Each community was unique, many living in harmony with the land they deeply respected. But when the first people arrived from Europe in the 1600s to found new colonies, the lives and livelihoods of those who already lived there were put under threat. At first, the interactions between indigenous communities and the settlers were largely peaceful. They exchanged goods and knowledge that benefited both. Alliances, agreements, and friendships were formed. Over time, however, tensions increased. Indigenous people largely believed the land was for everyone to share and care for together, rather than for one person to own. However, some European settlers wanted to take over as much land as possible and began to push indigenous people from their homes to make way for agriculture, business, and towns. One of many large-scale conflicts between indigenous communities and settlers started in 1609 in the colony of Virginia. After a harsh winter that became known as starving time, the colonists found themselves running out of food. They were relying heavily on indigenous people for supplies, but eventually, their demands became too much, and tensions rose, resulting in war, where many more lives were lost. Indigenous communities were also facing another deadly threat: the spread of European illnesses like smallpox and measles. Without immunity against these diseases, nations of indigenous people were nearly wiped out. Many indigenous groups who had survived war and disease were then forced into slavery, adding to the devastation of indigenous culture and their communities. Despite their immense suffering since the arrival of European settlers, indigenous communities have fought hard to keep their cultures, languages, and traditions alive. How did European settlers impact indigenous communities during the colonial period?